Hey, it's Filet, and you're watching Filet TV, the ultimate YouTube channel. I'm the cinematographer, just a dude with a camera. All right, today we are going to be shortening a VW Dune Buggy pan the fast and easy way without even removing the axle beam or the transmission. Over the summer, I had a lot of practice preparing these rolling pans here for when I got my Manx Dune Buggy body orders. And I bought quite a few Dune Buggies over the past few months that people say everybody says they're Manx. So if they weren't Manx bodies, I was just going to pitch them. So I've given them to my friend Paul, and he says he's going to fix them up. But I wasn't prepared to give him my pan, so we're going to go ahead and shorten a pan for him. So if this is something that you're interested in, let's get started. All right, so here we've got what's left of the Bradley GT running gear. The body is hidden under there and has been sold. All right, so what we're going to be doing here is cutting the 14.5 inches out of the pan to bring the wheelbase to 80 inches so we can get this buggy body to fit on it. So this is a full-length pan. These are the jigs that I have used on my other projects. And then once we get the 14.5 inches out of here, this bar will line up. We'll pie cut this area and swing it in so it lines up with this, and that's where we need to be. So the first step was pedal assembly out, all the cables, shift rod had to come out, brake cables coming off now, shift couplers out, and we're going to do this with the transmission and front end all still attached, like so. Gotta bust the welds that hold the accelerator and clutch cable too. What we've done is we've drawn the line of where we want to make our cuts. We're taking from the back of the handbrake support 1.5 inches to our first line. And what we're going to do first is cut the pans and get them out of the way. Okay, now that we got the 14.5 inches cut out of the center tunnel, we're getting ready to lift the cover, and we're going to expose whatever piping is in there for the cables. All right, well, this is supposed to come off.
It's
like I said, the tube should just come right off. And here's what you get inside. Now, we're gonna have to figure out which tubes are gonna be shortened and which tubes are gonna be removed, because this car is not gonna be running heaters, so it'll be safe to remove a lot of these. We're gonna find the fuel line, accelerator, clutch.
yeah.
All right, so we're gonna come back to this. Okay, so what we're doing here is we're removing the heater cables, because this car is not going to be running heater cables. So that's going to be pulled out. Then the next two we're going to have to trim the brake cables. So once we cut it off here, we're only have to have bare cable for about 1.5 inches or 2 inches, so it's not going to matter. So once we cut off here, we're going to try and break the welds here and just get these tubes completely out of our way. Hang on. The clutch cable tube and the accelerator cable tube we're going to leave intact. And we've popped the welds here, and we're just going to leave those there while we slide the rest of it forward. This is the toughest part, is trying to get this bottom plate out. Now that you've got all your pipes cut, you've got to try and get this bottom plate out. Okay, with the bottom plate cut off, we are ready to move this pan.
Like this side's no problem.
Oh, yeah, okay, I got to put this phone down. Once we had everything cut and clearanced, it was as simple as sliding the front end backwards to the rear end. It's only 14 inches, guys. And we're going to mate it up now, and we're going to line it up, and we're going to get a couple tack welds. But before we do that, we've got to take a pie cut in this corner because we have to bring it in a little bit. All right, now it's very important that you remember to cut off the jack points, people. All right, we have a little bit of a problem here because we are halfway in the shade, halfway in the sun, so my video is not going to come out. I have these metal support bars that I took off of another Manx pan, and now I use them as a template, and let me show you how I do it. So these support rails will fit underneath here, and you can see how the holes even line up, so it works as a jig. And here is the section that we have pie cut. And technically, all I got to really do is just, you know, bang this over where it needs to be and get it to line up. And of course, you want to clean up your area before you start welding.
Best you can.
As best you can.
Right up, holes line up.
All the fucking holes line up.
Yep. Perfect.
With the pan all welded up, it's time to test fit the body.
Yeah. Well, it was off in the last one too, so.
No, but even look, you can see the half moon.
Yeah, me too. On this side. So we're good.
Who'd have thought?
Good as fuck it. Yep.
All right, I'm really not sure why there's always gardeners in the background when I'm trying to do a video, but here it is. We got the Bradley GT pan has been shortened so we could fit the buggy on it. And I hope you guys enjoyed this video. That's kind of how we, you know, chop these pans up and get them ready to be a Dune Buggy. So I hope you enjoyed this video. Don't forget to subscribe, like, and share. And we'll see you on Instagram at philatv channel. Thanks for watching. Ciao.